Welcome to another edition of Monday Night Mashup. I'm Corey Drennan.
And I'm Sophia Kreisa with your weekly news update. Many drops of sweat were poured out at Strom last Thursday as students of the dance group Swipe practiced their dance moves. Swipe is a hip-hop dance organization that performs at various events around campus throughout the semester. The group was founded by William O. Shields and Fu Win in 2011. While starting out as practicing breakdancing, the group has slowly transitioned into hip-hop dancing. Current Swipe president of dance, Daquan Williams, said that what really defines the group is that the individuals who make it up.
Swipe is full of individuals that have their own talents and have their own experiences. Everyone is not as an experienced dancer as the next one. Everyone started at their own level, but we all get to grow together.
The organization held an interest meeting last Friday where participants were shown basic dance moves. Swipe holds practices every Thursday at Strom from 9 to 11 p.m. and Fridays from 6 to 8 p.m.
Last Thursday, Scott Diggers visited the University of South Carolina. Diggers is the founding editor-in-chief of The Onion, a popular satirical online newspaper. SGTV News 4 sat down with Diggers and he explained why he enjoys being around college students and why he finds them inspirational.
There's so much energy, and it's like at The Onion, whenever we would hire young writers and I would train them, that's just like the lifeblood of comedy, you know, people with a new, fresh voice. And I feel like there's a lot of enthusiasm and energy on a college campus, you know, kids who just are at the beginning of their professional lives, potentially, which is so exciting to just sort of get their ear for a second, you know, at that crucial time is pretty awesome.
The Onion was founded in 1988 by two students at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. After the break, Sophia will have the latest on your university news. Stay tuned.
After the Ferguson decision regarding police officer Darren Wilson shooting an unarmed black teenager, students gathered in protest in front of the State House. Now, some of those same students have formed a new organization called Students Invested in Change. As the name suggests, the group is dedicated to making a change in social issues such as domestic violence and education on sexual harassment. President of the organization, Carly Wells, stated that the mission is to make change in the area of social justice. Students for Change has expressed a desire to work with other organizations at USC. In other news, USC students gathered at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center for the Spring Career Fest. Potential employees talked to companies for internships and for job opportunities. And in an interview with the Daily Gamecock, director of the Career Center, Thomas Halaz, encouraged students to start coming to Career Fest as freshmen. His reasoning is that even though freshmen might not obtain internships, they can still become familiar with how the Career Fest is set up. The Science, Engineering, and Technology Fair, which panders to people in science and math fields, was occurring just upstairs. That's it for your university news. After the break, Corey will have your news from around Columbia. Stick around.
See, we at Capital City Sports didn't think enough people on campus knew about us, so we decided to create an awesome commercial to tell people that we mean business.
Well, how's that going for you?
Well...
All right, everybody, get into places right now. Nick, get off your phone. Blake, get off your phone. Stan, your hair is the wrong way, opposite direction. Flip it. Katie, why are you looking at me like that? And lights, please. Lights, lights. All right, and action.
This is capital C. Ah!
All right, throw the ball. Oh, what the? All right, is the fan ready? Get that started. All right, and turn your heads right now.
I love sports. What's my line?
This is not how the commercial is supposed to go. No, that's not what I mean by a stand-up. You're right. You must not know about me. I don't care. This looks terrible.
It's going pretty good.
The South Carolina legislature will be expecting bills to help legalize medical marijuana. State Senator Tom Davis and State Representative Jenny Horn hope to pass legislation that will help patients legally use cannabis to combat various diseases. This bill includes ailments from post-traumatic stress disorder to the after effects of chemotherapy. Opposition to this movement comes from the SC State Law Enforcement Agency and the SC Medical Association. SLED toxologist Wendy Bell was quoted by the state saying that we have a problem calling marijuana in a smokable form medicinal. Over 23 states and the District of Columbia have legalized medical marijuana. In other news, Army officials will visit Fort Jackson next month to discuss possible spending cuts. The cuts come after 13 years of war in Afghanistan and Iraq. The discussion will take place on February 28th at Shandon Baptist Church. Governor Nikki Haley is expected to attend the event, and in a news release, the Greater Columbia Chamber of Commerce stated that they hope to convince these officials to, quote, protect and grow the mission of Fort Jackson, end quote. According to a report from the University of South Carolina, the military helps the South Carolina's economy by adding $19 billion a year. Fort Jackson trains about 47,000 new soldiers every year, making it the Army's biggest basic training camp. In other news, the Auntie Karen Foundation will be opening an Artists Village in Columbia. The foundation will launch an arts program for middle school age children that will also be a Department of Juvenile Justice certified program. The Artists Village is being developed in a group of vacant apartment buildings. Each building will be transformed into a creative space for teaching skills in the visual, healing, and performing arts. 20 local artists will teach the children through the program. After the break, Luke Baker will have a look at the 7-day forecast for Columbia. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. I'm Luke Baker with your weekly weather report. While we had showers this morning, it cleared off to become sunny, but it became really windy this afternoon. Tonight we expect temperatures to dip down to a low of 27, so make sure to have your jacket if you're going out tonight. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast. Tuesday and Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 50 and 60. Thursday has about a 60% chance of morning showers. Starting off the weekend, Friday will be cold with a high of 45 and a low of 26, so be prepared to bundle up. Saturday and Sunday will be nice and sunny with highs of 55 and 65. This will definitely be a great time for everyone to enjoy the outdoors this weekend. Now here we'll have a look at the regional temperatures. As you can see, a cold front has moved in, which is why Atlanta right now is at 37 and Raleigh at 42. Well, today is Groundhog Day and Phil has seen his shadow, so there will be 6 more weeks of winter. And it sure does look like there will be 6 more weeks of winter across the Midwest and the Northeast. As the recent winter storm has hit New England, dumping more than 14 inches across Massachusetts, which is still recovering from last week's storm. Moving on to the Midwest, where Chicago has received 16 inches of snow, the 4th snowiest day in Chicago history, and more coming Tuesday night. for the most part of the next week. The cold air will stay to the north, so our average temperatures for the rest of the country will be the rest of the week. That concludes this week's weather update. Stick around for sports with Hayden Childress after the break.
Push your bypass with the bag over your head. Push your bypass right away from the end.
Hi, welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. I'm Hayden Childress with your University Sports. Now, whether you're watching it for the game, the halftime show, or the commercials, the 49th Super Bowl was one of the most watched events in television history. The New England Patriots narrowly won against the Seattle Seahawks, 28-25. The Seahawks had the lead until Julian Edelman scored a 3-yard touchdown to push the Patriots ahead. Malcolm Butler sealed the game for the Patriots with an interception on their 1-yard line. This is the 4th Super Bowl the Patriots have won since 2002. The Lady Gamecocks continued their 22-game winning streak this Sunday against the Ole Miss Rebels. USC managed to defeat Ole Miss with a score of 27-59. With a score of 36-33 and nearly 17 minutes left, Elam Ibiam scored the next 10 points to further the Carolinas' lead. 5 players from Carolina scored in the double digits for the first time since the 102-95 win against Alabama. This performance was led with freshman Bianca Cuevas, who scored 21 points, which is a career high. The Gamecocks play at Georgia this Thursday. You can watch the game at 7 p.m. that day on the SEC Network.
Here's a story of an awkward lady who never really knew just what to say. And these new friends came along to fix their problems. Hi, Teresa.
So, you guys, Campus Movies Fest starts tomorrow.
Oh, that's super exciting.
That it does. I'm super excited for it.
Have you guys heard of any new up-and-comers in USC film?
Well, I heard there's going to be a guy doing magic on there for Campus Movie Fest. I'm looking forward to seeing that. How about anyone else?
Well, 1080C, one of our programs, is doing 2 films, 1 comedy, 1 drama, and that should be really
I
good.
saw one of those.
Wow.
And one of the guys who did the audio track for one of the movies is now a multi-million viewer on YouTube.
Wow. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this episode of Monday Night Mashup. Be sure to follow our coverage throughout the week on our website and follow us on Twitter as SGTV News 4. Additionally, check out our weekend previews online every Friday for your university update on what's happening in and around the area each weekend. Have a great night.
It's just fun, and it's a really fun environment, and you never feel...
And the event will take place at One Wood Farm.